Welcome to Freshwater Films. If you follow us on Instagram, you guys know we've been out on the water trying to get content, but as many of you also know is that the fish don't always cooperate. So today I thought I'd give you a short video. A lot of you have been asking for this video, and it's going to be an updated review on our homemade mini bass boat. So let's get into it. Alright, so this is a 1962 Sea King V-Hull aluminum boat that we got free off of a family friend about 4 years ago. Yeah, so it's about 4 years ago now. This entire upgrade that we did to the boat took us an entire year of pretty consistent and hard work. And we completed the project around 3 years ago, and the boat is still holding up pretty nicely. So first I'm going to review the front deck, show you briefly what we did. I don't want to get too far into that. If you're more interested in the transformation of the boat, we do have some older videos that I can put the link to in the description or on the screen right here. Keep in mind those videos are 3+ years old, so don't slander us too hard in the comment section. But first I'm going to go over the front deck here, kind of review what we did, how everything's holding up, and whether we like it or not. Alright guys, so right off the bat, our front trolling motor here is a Minn Kota Edge 50-pound thrust foot control trolling motor. And a lot of you guys had questions about this, so I'll just put the link to where you can get this trolling motor in the description below. Honestly, this trolling motor is perfect for this size boat. It's just a 14-foot aluminum John boat that really doesn't have that much weight on it. And every now and then we'll have 3 people on the boat and we'll fill the cooler with water if we're using it as a live well. And this thing is still pretty powerful and moves the boat at a pretty solid pace. This right here is a little fish finder we have. It is, I don't even know, it's called the Lowrance X37TX. Just a cheap little fish finder, but we got it at a flea market for $40, and it pretty much tells us all we really need to know, and that's just depth, temperature, and then just slight structure. And we have 2 main compartments here. The first one here is just kind of a main compartment. We have a lot of different tackle in here. So as you can see to the right, we have a bunch of our baits in the, I think these are all 370 size boxes, I believe, but you can see we have them slightly organized with the tape and the names of the baits on there. And then in the section to the left, we just have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, like a lot of sunscreen, tools, trash, marker buoy, A-rigs, just a lot of stuff like that with some extra line. And then this other compartment here, I'll go to the other side to lift it up. But this compartment here is our rod compartment. That's pretty unique. Not a lot of John boats have a rod compartment here, but all we did was we left the back section open there, so it's actually hollow all the way to the back deck, and we just laid an old yoga mat down so our reels didn't get scratched up on the bottom of the boat. But I mean, as you can see, the rod we have in there right now is, I believe, yeah, so this rod in here now is 7'4" and fits in there easily. I have a couple 7'6" rods that just fit in there perfectly. So that's a pretty awesome feature, and allows us to take a lot more rod options out in the water. All right, and over here there's just a little cutout that we keep just stuff that we use a lot throughout the day. Here's just some scent, some scissors, and then yesterday we were drop shotting, so we just have a bunch of drop shot baits there. It's convenient just to pick baits and then throw them back in there after you're done rigging up. And right here we have a pedestal seat. We really wanted this when we were making the boat, and we made it happen. This one, I believe we bought it at Bass Pro. I mean, it's good for, you can sit and cast. It's good for when you're using the front control trolling motor. And also, I forgot to mention, but up here in the very nose of the boat, we have one of our batteries. It's kind of nestled in there in between both sides of the boat. And we also keep our life jackets in there. So we usually have 2 or 3 depending on how many people we have on the boat. So that's pretty much it for the front deck. If you guys want a more in-depth review, comment down below. We'll do one out on the water in the future. But next we'll move on to the middle and back deck. Alright, so now for the middle deck. You will notice that the middle deck is a step down from both the front deck and the back deck, and we did that for a reason. It is easily the most stable part of the boat, so it's just a great spot. Whenever we're moving spots, you usually have 1 or 2 people sitting back here, and they usually use the back cooler here as the back seat, and it works fine. It's a good spot to just come sit down, re-rig baits. The whole boat is actually surprisingly very stable. we've never had any issues with flipping or falling off the boat even or anything like that. I've actually gone swimming and then my friends and I literally come up to the side of the boat and grab the side and pull it down to pull ourselves up and in, and honestly it stays very stable. So I think maybe it's all the weight in the boat that makes it very stable, but I'm not sure. I'm not complaining. If you guys want to see an actual stability test, comment down below and we will, next time we go out in the water, we'll do one for you. So middle deck, not really much to go over. We usually just put 2 to 3 rods on each side when we're out, just with baits that we know we're going to use. Both of these rods right here are 7'6" and fit perfectly. So really we don't use rods bigger than that, so it fits all of our needs. This Coleman cooler here we use as, well, first of all we just use it as a normal cooler, and we can also use it as extra storage because it's real big, but we also have I believe it's called a Super Saver live well system that we installed inside of the cooler, and it came with a bilge pump, so we can, whenever we fish tournaments, we have a live well to keep our fish, and that has worked beautifully for us. And then also we just keep our net on that side. So now I'll just move on to the back deck. Alright guys, so this is the back deck. It is also a step up from the middle deck, but it's a little bit shorter than the front deck. Our trolling motor we have back here is a Minn Kota Endura 40-pound thrust trolling motor. So if you're wondering why we don't have an actual outboard, it's because really the only 3 reservoirs within around 30 minutes to us that we fish all require electric motors, so we don't need one anyway. And whenever we move spots like far across the lake, we'll crank that front trolling motor up to 5, this one up to 5, and honestly we get moving at a pretty good pace for an all-electric boat. It's pretty spacious, pretty stable. There's usually always one person just standing back here by themselves casting, and we have one main compartment back here. Pull that up. Now this compartment back here this is where we keep all of our soft plastics in these big bags here. We have them somewhat organized. We have the second battery back here to weigh us down, and the anchor is back here, so there's a lot of weight back here that keeps it pretty stable. And also this is where we keep like the bilge pump for the live well system, first aid kit, tools, just a lot of stuff like that. But yep, that's it for the back deck. Alright guys, so we've been using this boat for just over 3 years now, and as you can see it's held up great. Aside from a few scratches and dings here and there, we've had no major issues at all with this boat. The stability is great. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick review because a lot of you were asking for an update with the boat. But if you guys want a more in-depth review or kind of like where we keep our tackle and supplies on the boat and a stability test out in the water, comment that below and we can make that happen. But yeah, that's it. If you liked the video, subscribe for more because we have a lot of cool fishing content coming at you very soon. Follow us on Instagram at Freshwater Films, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.